Hi everyone, Marilyn O'Malley here at MarilynO'Malley.com, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to stop overwhelm and anxiety in the workplace. This is a real problem for highly sensitives because we take in all the subtleties in our environment. We're processing that. We're taking on other people's feelings, moods, emotions, and we're taking them on as our own. So there's two aspects to this, and I'm going to share. There's the mind aspect and the energy aspect, and I'm going to share with you now first what that can look like and feel like to you, as you're probably all aware of the overwhelm and what anxiety feels like, right? But I want to add to it because sometimes it could be different for everybody. There's different levels of anxiety. There's different levels of overwhelm. We're not the same people, so what might be stressful for somebody is not stressful for somebody else, no matter if you're highly sensitive, right? If we can be two highly sensitives and have different things that stress us out. So once this feeling at work, I'll sort of share energetically what happens and mentally what happens. So right, you go to work and I'm just going to pretend that you're clear at home, but then you you go to work, and now you're around other people, and that highly sensitive self is out scanning what's going on, how are they feeling, who's angry, what needs to be done. It's like looking at everything in the workplace, and that doesn't matter if it's their own office and they have people coming in, right? Or just where you work on your own. You're still, every day you come in new and you're scanning it, or you're working in a busy office, or you're working at a coffee shop, or where you're working for somebody in a store, you're working behind the scenes. It doesn't matter. Wherever we go, we are scanning and checking out and seeing and feeling into things. Where does it feel safe? Where doesn't it? What do I have to watch out for? What feels bad energy? What feels good energy? And you might not even be conscious that you're doing this, but this is what you do. And so as you do that, as you walk into the office and you're feeling everybody out, unless you clear your energy, you're taking on the energy around you as if it's your own. It's like, oh, let me feel that. It's like a piece of chocolate, right? Or some spicy food, and you right. So it's like you're gonna taste it and savor it and see what it's like, and now it's in your system. And so it doesn't, so somebody might be spicy, somebody's chocolatey, somebody's a hot pepper sauce, angry, somebody else is bland and blah, and, like salad greens, right? From a bag versus natural or something like that. So again, I'm just trying to share the certain different subtleties that can go on, right? And then, so you add, number one, just you're coming in and doing all of that. So imagine that you're an octopus, and you've got all these arms, right? So when you're feeling things out and testing things, your tentacle goes out and it like attaches to your boss, to the person working next to you, to whoever it is, your managers, everybody that you're checking out and encountering. And unless you pull that energy back, imagine that all your tentacles are staying. And so as you just even are just moving into the office and feeling things out, it might, all of a sudden you might have dread or anxiety or feel like a heavy weight. You're building, the office might have like dense, heavy energy that you just take on when you come in, that starts to create this feeling of dread and overwhelm to you, and you haven't even started your work yet, right? So imagine you've got all those tentacles and you keep going throughout your day adding tentacles to other people when you go out, or you have to meet with somebody, or you talk to somebody on the phone. And depending on how it goes, your interactions, then we also add the mind to it, and also what you have to do, because we have these very rich, complex inner world minds that we can weave incredible stories, that we can be innovative and creative in ways that other people can't be. So we'll take little things from our day, or we might read somebody is they're angry, and we might assume they're angry with us, but it really has nothing to do with us. But we're taking that anger on, that it's directed at us, and so we're now going to develop a story about why they're angry at us. And oh my God, what do I have to do? What did I not do good enough? How can I be more perfect? Oh my God, I might get fired. You know, we go through this whole thing, and if I get fired, and then and now you're really exhausted, and you've put yourself into fight or flight. So now you're in stress, and then anxiety starts to come up. Whatever happens for you, whether your stomach starts churning, your chest gets tight, all of that stuff starts to create this anxiety, and you're not even working yet. And then put on top of that, you know, we get stressed if we have a lot to do in a short amount of time. Our nervous system gets frazzled if too much is going on. So if you have a lot going on around you, right? You don't want to make mistakes. You know, you want to have things just be right. And you know. I talked about the empathy that we can feel what other people feel, and that's a really good trait. So all of this happens, right? And but you're unconscious about a lot of it. But all of a sudden you're feeling drained, you're feeling anxious, you're feeling overwhelmed, you might feel foggy, you might start to get a headache. Again, your body's not feeling good, so you're just not in a creative state, and it's really hard. And so I want to help you how to deal with this, because this can all be handled. This is the one thing that highly sensitives think, oh my God, I can't handle the world. I can't be in it. I can't go out and do what I really want to do because it overwhelms me. But there are things and actions and how you can take care of yourself, self-care, so that when you do go out in the world, it's not going to overwhelm you, and you can keep and be very thriving, highly sensitive. So it's taking care of yourself in all these modes. So one is ground yourself. So really feeling like before you go in the office, feeling yourself connected to the earth. You know, you can ground down and you can ground up. So feeling connected to your higher self, to your guides, to source. You know, so you have this, I call this space around you and your body like your mobile home. And you want to connect this mobile home to the world. And now you're not taking on the world's energy, but you're grounding into Mother Earth. She's supporting you, and source above and your higher self is giving you information, and it's supporting you. It's going to feed you information, and it's clearing energy, and it's listening to your requests, and so you're supported. And so the next thing is that you're going to create, think of this space that you want to feng shui it all the time. So it's like, and you want to think that there's a boundary on the outside of like this mobile home, and you can think your aura space. So as far as you can reach your fingers up above you, and that would go down below your feet about 3 feet, that this space is yours. And you want everybody else's energy to be outside of this space. And on the edge of the space, you can put a metal. You can put flowers, you can put other things, but I would say bronze, silver, or gold right now until you learn. And just pick one and always do it. And so that way, when you're walking through the office or on the bus, there or wherever, you know, the busyness of everything's happening to that boundary. And you can pull that boundary in, so it's happening here, but you're not taking things on as your own. So it's like it's not me, it's out here. And so in that way, you're not going to be affected by it. It's like you can still feel it, you can still know it, but you're not going to take it on as your own. So create that boundary. feng shui, so anybody's energy that's not mine, go back to your owner. So it's like you're thinking, you're pulling as you go through. It's like you check out, your boss, how's he doing? Oh, you can see, pull your tentacle back in. Pull all your tentacles back in without the people on the end of it. Pull your energy back into the center of you. Now you're empowered. You are in your energy. You're managing your energy, right? And so by managing that energy, and then anything that you might have taken on, just imagine letting it go down through your groin and down into Mother Earth, and she'll neutralize it and send it back out. Or again, anybody's energy that's not mine, go back. So you're doing this multiple times a day. Anytime you start to not feel like yourself or feel overwhelmed or anxious, that this is one area. First you check, is this my energy or somebody else's? Am I feeling anxious because somebody else is feeling anxious next to me? So notice if things start happening really quickly. And then, so we've got the boundary, we've got you managing the energy, giving energy back, managing your energy. Fill this space up with your energy. Like imagine yourself a light, a light at a lighthouse, and you turn your energy up, because if you're full of your energy, they can't come in. So shine your light. Don't be afraid to shine your light, because that's actually, you don't want to shrink. That's what a lot of highly sensitive is like. If I can hide and if I can become invisible, then this stuff won't bother me. No, you become just a magnet for it. And here it's like, think of yourself as you have a shield, like you're a superhero and you have a shield, so none of that kryptonite can come in, and your superpowers of being empathetic and intuition and be a problem solving, etc., all of that is contained and holding it brilliantly. The other thing is managing your mind. So watching how you're spinning stories all day long about things. So no matter, oh my God, I don't have enough time, and the time's going to run out, and then I'm going to be this, and I'm going to miss that, and and that's not going to be good, and they're going to be mad at me, and then I'm going to make my partner mad, and I'm going to be late at work, and right? So manage your mind. So find yourself, start to spinning a story and say, stop. What are the facts right here? I got to finish this, and how to set boundaries and time things, figure out a system or schedule and stuff that works for you. But don't let your mind go, because that is exhausting, and it will get you out of creativity, out of productivity. It's like, think of it, it's a distraction. And a lot of times this is a habit for highly sensitives, right? It's like we go there. So you have to manage that mind. Stay focused, and what's real. What's real right now? Use your imagination, use that inner rich creative life when you need to be creative. But otherwise, keep it focused to what you're doing, clear the energy, taking care of yourself. And the one last thing too is make your environment that you're sitting, your desk, whatever, really nourishing for you. Like bring in a plant, because we want to be connected to nature, so just having a plant in your office or flowers or something like that calms you down. Periodically put a timer on to say, or on your phone, a little ringer or something, or on your computer to say, oh, how am I feeling? And you just take like a minute and breathe and bring all your tentacles back and get back to this moment right here, right now. Calm your breath, let yourself breathe all the way down into your belly, ground yourself, so like every hour you can have like a little chime that just goes off, reminds you, just take a minute. It only takes a minute to do all of this. And if you do this multiple times, you're going to find you're going to be so much more happy and joyful and excited about what you're doing, and feel in control instead of out of control, and feel that overwhelm and anxiety. So I hope this helps. And if you want more information, or you want to talk to me about what's going on with you with the overwhelm and anxiety in the workplace, give me a call for a free discovery session. And until we meet next time, Marilyn O'Malley at MarilynO'Malley.com. Take care.